we go. Graphics guy, thank you. Graphics guy. So, Jalen Hurts led the Philadelphia Eagles to an upset victory against the New Orleans Saints, 24-21. And this was one of my best bets of the week. I had the Philadelphia Eagles beating the New Orleans Saints. And a lot of people really disagree with me. But I told everybody, I said, listen, I feel like a quarterback change was needed to get the Philadelphia Eagles season going back in the right direction. And when you look at how this Philadelphia Eagles team played under Jalen Hurts, I mean, Alshon Jeffrey, this dude finally scored a touchdown. When's the last time you heard Alshon Jeffrey's name? The last time I heard Alshon Jeffrey's name was, 2018? So Alshon Jeffrey made a brief appearance. We're probably not going to hear anything from him for the rest of the season. Jalen Reagor is finally looking like he deserved to be a first-round pick. Jalen Hurts, I mean, he has a lot of confidence. This Philadelphia Eagles team right now is playing really good under Jalen Hurts. And what I saw under Jalen Hurts this game against the New Orleans Saints, I saw a Philadelphia Eagles team that embraced Jalen Hurts. His leadership, how poised he was. When New Orleans started to come back into the game, Jalen Hurts never got rattled. Okay, Jalen Hurts was 17 of 30, 167 yards through the air, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, and had 106 rushing yards on 18 carries, was averaging 5.9 yards per attempt. I think that was a big reason why the Philadelphia Eagles defeated the New Orleans Saints this game. Okay, because the Philadelphia Eagles, remind you, the Philadelphia Eagles haven't really been able to do that much on offense. The running game pretty much hasn't really been there, aside from a couple of good performances from Miles Sanders. But after that, teams stacked the box and they forced the Philadelphia Eagles to beat you through the air. So now you have to worry about stopping Jalen Hurts and his ability to run the football, and you have to stop Miles Sanders as well. And for the Philadelphia Eagles, they gave up no sacks. No sacks were given up by the Philadelphia Eagles this game. And remind you, there were a lot of Eagles fans saying that, the offensive line's a problem, JT. Carson Wentz doesn't have enough weapons. Well, Jalen Hurts is winning with this same team that people said Carson Wentz had no weapons around. This was off the line that gave up no sacks due to Jalen Hurts' mobility. Jalen Hurts right now is a better quarterback than Carson Wentz. And that may sound crazy. That may pee off a lot of you Philadelphia Eagles fans. But it's the honest truth. You see, Jalen Hurts plays within the offense. Carson Wentz didn't. Carson Wentz was so focused on trying to be Superman because he's had to be Superman in the past that he wasn't taking the easy throws. Jalen Hurts took what the defense gave him. He didn't try to force passes that didn't need to be forced. And he didn't try to be Superman. He played within the offense. And he didn't make any mistakes in terms of throwing the football. Now, he did have a fumble late in the game, which almost allowed New Orleans to come back. But the Philadelphia Eagles defense was able to hold, and Philadelphia Eagles were able to come away with the win. Now, for the NFC East, can Jalen Hurts lead the Philadelphia Eagles to the playoffs? That's the question that remains to be seen. Now, right now, Washington has a couple of games up on this division. They are 6-7. They won today. Well, they won Sunday against the 49ers. Now they're 6-7. The Giants are 5-8. They got smoked by Arizona. They gave up 8 sacks. We're about to get into them in the next segment. The Philadelphia Eagles are 4-8-1, so they still have a lot of ground to make up if they want to make it to the playoffs. And the Dallas Cowboys finally got a win against the Cincinnati Bengals today, so they're 4-9. So pretty much this whole entire division is right back to being wide open. It's anybody's game. And for Washington right now, we don't know the status of Alex Smith heading into next week's game, because Alex Smith, if you guys didn't watch, he suffered an injury during the game, which Dwayne Haskins had to come in and it wasn't good. But even then, even when Alex Smith was in the game, Washington still didn't really have a lot of success on offense. This is one of the few games this season that Washington was just so unwatchable on offense that their defense literally scored all their points. Literally. And Washington has had some bad performances on offense, but this probably had to be the worst. But luckily enough, Washington has one of the best defenses in the NFL. You got Chase Young, who is going to be in the running. It's either going to be Jeremy Chin or Chase Young, who is going to end up taking home that Defensive Rookie of the Year award. Me personally, I think it's too close to call right now because Jeremy Chin has made a lot of plays. Chase Young has made a lot of good plays. I think they're going to give it to the player who ends up being on the best team. I think it's going to go to Chase Young. So when you look at this division, can Jalen Hurts lead the Philadelphia Eagles to the playoffs? He most definitely can. Will it happen? I don't really know. That's basically a coin flip, man. That's really hard to say, man, because there still is a lot of games left to be played. Washington does have a tough schedule to close out the season. But, I mean, anything can happen. But I still think that this division is still between Washington and the New York Giants. I'm not going to say that the Philadelphia Eagles are not going to make it to the playoffs. I'm not going to count out Philadelphia yet. But still, it still feels like Philadelphia